He's like a reverse thief. He just, instead of stealing stuff, he brings it back. That's wholesome. Stolen family heirloom? Yes, their family heirloom was stolen by corrupt nobles. Now do you believe me? So he's a sort of Robin Hood. He steals stuff from the nobles and brings it back to the... I mean, these people aren't poor. Like, they live in a really nice house, so... I told you I had something important to discuss with you when we met, right? I wanted to ask you to serve as my knight. Your knight? Yes, a knight to protect me from harm during my ongoing mission to return what was stolen from the people. To return the rule of justice to Estonia. And one day I'll... Anyways, in order to make my dreams a reality, I require the service of an exceptional knight. Because I'm going up against the entire noble class of this kingdom. I don't have time to get involved in other people's business. I must discover who I am and why I ended up here. You mean, you've lost your memories? More or less. In that case, I'll do my best to help you. But if you're going to recover your memories, you're going to have to travel around the city looking for clues, right? So why not do some good in the meantime and help me drive out the corrupt nobles who are bleeding this city dry? It's been almost 10 years since the nobles took over. When the king passed away and the royal family collapsed, they swooped in to fill the power vacuum. They've been in charge ever since. They've lived in opulence while exploiting the people of the city to the edge of ruin. They've levied higher and higher taxes while slashing wages and protections for the laborers who serve their businesses. The people are desperate, but you can change all that. Your skill with the sword is unparalleled. You must be the legendary knight I've been praying for. Legendary knight? As the story goes, it was the legendary knights who legitimized the king's claim to power. Without their might, he was just a man. It's a pretty famous tale around here. I'll tell you more about it later. For now, why don't we stop by the fountain? It's on the way back to the hideout. It's on the way back to our hideout. I haven't agreed to do anything. Do you think that if you just keep making requests, I'll do as you ask? That depends. Is it working? But seriously, I'll make it worth your while. I do have money, enough to hire a knight, even of your caliber. You're ridiculous. So that's a yes, right? I mean, what else have you got going on? Why don't you tell me about yourself on the way there? Oh, since we're going back there, we should probably disguise ourselves so we don't get caught.
And that's as much as I can remember. A battle against other flora. Fighting alongside my fellow knights. It all seems a lifetime ago.
That's it? Nothing else? I'll make some inquiries. I have some friends who are masters of investigation.
It's a better plan than interrogating strangers in the streets.
Hey, you still awake over there?
Huh?
Everything okay? You've been pretty quiet for a while.
It's nothing.
Anyways, while you're helping me with my mission, I'll do whatever I can to help you recover your memories.
I will assist you, but only until I recover my memories.
Are you really so cold? You have the power to save this whole kingdom. Oh, that's right. I've been meaning to give you this. It's seen a bit of wear over the years, but it's a family heirloom. Consider it collateral for your help. It's a knight's token. If you decide you can't trust me, then sell it. It'll fetch you a handsome sum.
The pendant's lost its luster over the years, but it seems like a priceless artifact. Very well.
Say, I just realized I never asked you your name. I'll have to call you something if I'm going to appoint you my knight. What is your name?
Adelaide.
Oh, that's her full name, Adelaide. That's a nice name.
Adelaide. That's a really cool name, but it's a bit long to shout out in the middle of an emergency. I know. I'll call you Adele.
You most certainly will not.
Lighten up a little. Adele's a great name. Besides, you can use my nickname too. My name's also kinda long, so my friends just call me Jerome. You can too.
You're awfully talkative.
And you're pretty reserved. Oh, this is it! The perfect moment for a pledge between a lord and his knight. Okay then. I swear upon this, the fountain that brought us together, that I'll only use your power for the noble purpose of saving this kingdom!
Well, I've already accepted his knight's token as collateral. I suppose there's no harm in letting this play out until I've learned my way around the kingdom. Unless I ended up here, of all places, entirely by coincidence, there must be some trace of my past here.
I guess that officially makes you my knight. I look forward to working with you. Now, allow me to be the first to officially welcome you to Restonia, Grandis's capital of art and culture. Let's work together to save the kingdom! The guards should have had their shift changed by now. We shouldn't need to disguise ourselves anymore. Here, I'll take the robes back.
Alright, so we're going to help this fellow called Jerome. So we started by losing our memories. That's a very original trope. I haven't seen that in Maplestory so far. I'm surprised. But yeah, let's continue. Let's see where this this night thing brings us. Alright, next up. The Uprising's hideout. The way there is through the back alleys. There's one hitch. The way isn't exactly what you call safe. You better take out back alley cat to clear a path. They've gone a bit feral from hunger. Be careful, okay? The path to the hideout should be clear now. Ready to move out? It's not much, but the view is pretty good. I was going to offer you a hand up. It's not necessary. Just a gentleman, you know. He's just looking out for. He's looking out for her. Right. Hey Jerome, who's that intimidating looking warrior? As for today, my new knight. Oh, nice to meet you. It's going to be nice having someone so tough on the team. Anyways, I've wrapped up my route. I'll be starting a new one tomorrow. Good work today. I'll see you tomorrow. When we're done, the whole kingdom will know of the Count's evil. Yeah, about that, Jerome. It seems somebody's been tearing down our flyers. Also, security's been beefed up at the Count's place. We've got to be careful going forward. Don't worry, I have a legendary knight by my side. These revolutionaries have gathered here voluntarily for the good of the kingdom. Together, we punish the nobility and aid the people they've exploited. Is he serious? He's never going to change the kingdom with such a small ragtag militia. Jerome and Adele sitting in a tree. How romantic. Now I'll fill you in on the plan. There's a lot to go through, so let me know when you're ready. So tell me about this plan of yours. My ultimate goal is to become the king of Estonia. When I'm done, the city will be a wondrous place to live, just as it once was. That's quite the dream you've got. To achieve this, I intend to eliminate the nobles whose greed is destroying the kingdom and tyrannizing its people. Our main target is Count Cedric. Before the royal family collapsed, Cedric was low-ranking royalty, but now he's the most powerful of the nobles. He doesn't care about the people of Estonia in the slightest. All that matters to him is indulging in his lavish lifestyle. Even at a time when the kingdom is in economic upheaval and the people are struggling to make ends meet. What was that? Look out! Boo! Boo, you're back. You were gone for so long, I was starting to get worried. You can't just disappear without saying anything like that, Boo. Boo? Oh, this is Boo, my partner in Justice. Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever seen? Look at that little fella. He possesses a unique ability to transform into different kinds of things. Boo, transform into a hat for me. Boo! He also possesses the unique ability of doing whatever he wants. In any case, you'll quickly see that he's very helpful to have around. This little guy has done a lot for me. Boo, this is Adele. I hope you two get along. Boo! With Boo returning and you joining our quest, I think it's only fitting we raise a glass to our new enterprise. Boo? Boo! I'd rather not make a fuss. Hey, don't be such a sad shroom. We should enjoy ourselves today. Starting tomorrow, all our time will be devoted towards investigating the Count. We've got to celebrate the little victories. I'll pass aside. This partnership is off to a rocky start.
Oh, heavens! Why do you torment me?
Holy hell, why is this guy so dramatic?
Is it because I'm far too beautiful for this world that you would have me leave it before my time? Very well. Then I'll gladly join the stars that dazzle the night sky. I was born a radiant flower, but my life was but a parched desert.
Are you nearly finished with this little performance of yours? As I've told you, there's much to be done.
Those trivial matters don't suit me. I trust you to take care of them on your own.
Yes, I've taken care of the trivial matters by staying up all night. I'm afraid this particular matter can only be addressed by you personally, Mr. Cedric.
I need your signature on this document.
I'm so sick and tired of this.
By the by, I've searched at great lengths to find the paintings you've been looking for, and I'm happy to report I've managed to acquire 3 of the pieces. However, I'm afraid the whereabouts of the rest will be much more difficult to track down.
Then I suppose I'll have no choice but to wait. But we must find all of them. Whatever it takes. You're up to the challenge, aren't you, Simon?
Of course, Mr. Cedric.
You are, without a doubt, my most competent servant. What now?
Forgive the intrusion. We have urgent news for the Count. While chasing down a petty thief, our men encountered a very suspicious individual in the town square. In a sudden flash of light, they struck down a handful of our guards. It was as though their sword was dancing through the air. In any case, this individual is clearly incredibly skilled.
A dancing sword?
There's something else. They were wearing some kind of knight's uniform, but certainly not one from our kingdom. I have to say, the way they wielded the sword was beautiful. We were absolutely mesmerized.
And where are they now, this mystery knight?
Well, I'm very sorry, sir. It was a very close chase, but they managed to get away.
All right. You may go. A master swordsman suddenly appearing out of nowhere? Who else could they be but the legendary knight I've been dreaming of? Simon, look into this knight for me. Report back as soon as you've learned anything.
Yes, sir.
I finally found them. A knight befitting my greatness. Soon, oh so very soon, I will have a new guardian and protector. Oh, gallant knight, why have you only now revealed yourself? This long wait you've put me through, was it a test?
There he goes again. I really ought to quit this job.
All these guys simping over Adele. No, be my knight. No, be my knight. The next day at the Fountain Square. Seems like you were sitting in the same spot all through the night. Did you get any sleep? It's a position I'm most comfortable sleeping in. What's that strange device? Is it to conjure spells, or perhaps it's a weapon of some sort? I'd better investigate. Adele! Stand back, it could be an explosive. Huh? Adele, it's just an instrument. It's used to play music. Have you never really seen one before? Well, I guess you've got to do more adjusting to modern life than I thought. Don't worry, I'll be carry out my missions and you'll be acclimated in no time. But maybe running into these musicians is an opportunity in disguise. They might be able to provide some news about Count Cedric. You hope to gain information from street performers? In Restonia, it's said that if you want to hear the latest gossip, you need only listen to the music on the streets. Perhaps we can learn something useful about the Count by listening to them play. It seems like they've finished setting up, but they're not playing anything. I wonder what's wrong. The boy slowly approaches the street musicians and stands just within earshot. After eavesdropping on that conversation for several moments, he returns. It seems like they've lost their motivation because they haven't been getting any tips. Not surprising, since people walking the streets have been taxed dry. A few silver should put them in a more musical mood. I'm afraid my own pockets are empty too. I suppose we'll have to scrounge up some coin nearby to tip them. town square pots on our street too will love to pick up shiny objects they find on the street. We should be able to scare them 5 Restonian silvers to get the musicians by breaking a few. I'll be back. Wait here. You need someone to show you the way. I'll come with you. I think I can manage to find my way there on my own. After all, I'm not the sort of person who stumbles while climbing up a wall. What? You saw all that? Boo? Yes, the whole embarrassing affair. I'll be back. You're already back? You're pretty fast, Adele. I'm lucky to have you as my... You drop the silver coins into a tip jar beside the musicians, and their faces light up. Looks like they're about to start playing. Boo! Boo! No, don't say boo when they start playing, then they will not play anymore. The street's musician's song. A city of culture doomed in decay. O poor, sweet Restonia. Where is the one who rescued this place? Not at the home of the Count. Ah. His lordship fuses over arts festivals, while his people toil just for bread. Pray send us a hero, save us this pain, O poor sweet Restonia. Arts Festival? Well, Arts Festival is an event where artworks from across Grandis are exhibited. It's a practice that goes back long before I was born. And it is hosted by the kingdom every autumn. And of course the highlight of the entire festival is the artwork presented by Restonia's royal family. Over the years, the festival has had an immense impact on the artistic world of Grandis. However, with the royal family gone and the count in power, he's the one in charge of the festival. He's sparing no expense for a grand celebration while the kingdom collapses around him, but why? Is he just trying to show off, or does he have some ulterior motive for hosting the festival? I think that's all we're going to learn from gossiping around the nobility. We should pursue other sources of intelligence. Adele, do you happen to know what newspapers are? Well, they're basically bundles of paper documents about this big. They're distributed throughout the kingdom and they chronicle all the latest happenings to keep people informed. I understand what he's saying, but I think I'll let him keep going. His flustered gesticulations are quite entertaining. She's starting to feel something for him. I knew this was going anywhere. I knew this was going somewhere. So does that all make sense? Did I say something fun? So you're saying these newspapers should provide us insight into the Count's dealings? Don't try to change the subject. What were you laughing at? Oh, I just had a tickle in my throat. Okay, whatever. Whatever the reason, it's nice to hear you laugh. Now back to business. So, like I explained, let's see what we can learn from the royal newspapers. I'd like you to gather several issues of the Restonian Dispatch for us. You should be able to acquire issues of the Restonian Dispatch from the monstrous news machines at Art Street 4. I think 5 copies should be enough. You hand the newspapers you gather to Jerome, who leaves through them all carefully before speaking. Sigh, this is all unflinchy positive propaganda for the Count. They don't mention a single thing he's done wrong. I guess we can trust the news writers when they know where their bread is buttered. It actually makes me hungry. I want some buttered bread. Boo! Boo! Yeah, that's right. This is something you say boo to. agree with you 100%. Still, I did find something interesting. Adele, do you see this? Seeking old painting. Artist unknown. Year. Identifying traits. Gold marks on backside. Payment 100 Restonian gliders. For inquiries, send post to 1156 Herald's Way in Restonia. This ad stood out to me. The author doesn't disclose their identity, and the way they describe the painting is quite unusual. They only describe the back painting. They only describe the backside of the painting. It'd be reasonable to assume they mean they don't know what the front of the painting looks like. Who in their right mind would pay this much for a painting when they don't even know what it looks like? And that's not all. The address that's written on the ad belongs to Cedric's old residence. The general public wouldn't be able to trace this back to him. Hiding his identity to purchase a painting is not the sort of thing someone in his position should feel the need to cover up. Something is fishy about this. Enjoy your eardrums exploding from the level up sound. I have some acquaintances who might know more about this painting. I'll have to reach out to them. In the meantime, why don't you explore the city? I'll see you at the hideout later then. Let's meet back up at this Bell's 5th toll. Boo, please show Adele around. Boo! Okay, now this funny little man is gonna tell us where to go. Boo! Okay. Oh no, he sounds even cuter when voice acted.
Are you trying to tell me you want me to follow you?
Yes, follow the cute slime kid.
Boo, we've got to be back soon. Boo, wait! Where are you going?
What? The jerk just tore down a flyer criticizing the Count! Hold it right there, buddy! What do you think you're doing?
These accents are hilarious, by the way.
Blast! I've been spotted! My name is Cedric, Count of Restonia. I possess both beauty and power unparalleled by any in the land. I am the greatest man in the kingdom. So why, you may ask, am I being chased by dirty hoodlums in the street?
Hey, you! Why did you tear down that flyer? Are you one of the Count's bootlickers?
The reason I'm reviled, the reason they mock me, no matter how I look at it, there's only one explanation. They are simply jealous of my extraordinary beauty. They say the world lays its greatest troubles upon those most capable. Well, I've overcome countless obstacles, and yet, still I must bear the pain of their toxic envy. Those not possessed of wealth, fame, or beauty, they always seem to come up with reasons to criticize me.
How could you support such a greedy, heartless tyrant? Has the Count been fattening you up with his table scraps? Afraid to show your face, eh? Take off that hood!
Where did Boo go?
Get away!
What's going on over there?
Who are you? Are you working together? Grab them both!
I don't know what's going on, but I have no intent of getting caught up in another chase. Perhaps I can scare these men off with a few strokes of my blade.
A dancing sword? Could it be? You're the legendary knight! You came to save me? Oh, I've been waiting for this day for so long! But how did you know I was in trouble?
Huh? Oh, is it already time? I'm going to be late.
Wait! You must at least tell me your name!
Nope.
After so much waiting, I finally met my legendary
Just out of here.
knight.
There you are. How many times must I warn you not to leave the house alone, sir? Did you come to look at the flyers again?
I can't help but care. They're printing drivel about me.
At the very least, please let me accompany you next time, all right? Thanks to you, there is no end to my work, Mr. Cedric.
All right, all right. I'll do as you say. For a legendary knight, you're surprisingly shy. I won't let you run away next time.
Boo, there you are. Adele, you're back. Boo boo. Oh, is this your night? You're really coming up in the world, boss. Boss? Oh, this is Brooke and Letty. They help me with my work from time to time. I asked them not to, but they insist on calling me boss. Ah, someone is feeling shy. Don't be shy. Don't be so modest. You're a genuine hero, boss. Your only flaw is that you keep insisting you'll somehow become king. Long live the king of Estonia. Guys, come on. Wonderful. Lunatics are multiplying. Why so condescending, Adele? Come on, that's not necessary. Anyway, this is Brooke and Letty. They deal in all kinds of difficult to acquire goods. I brought them here in the hopes they might know something about that painting. I also asked them to look into what you've told about your past. It seems the event you described could only be the Flora Civil War, which happened a very long time ago. I'm afraid it may take some time to learn more. We have to comb through a bunch of dusty old manuscripts. Oh, and they'll learn something about that painting the Count's looking for. Do you want to hear about it? Brooke and Letty will fill you in on the details. Just talk to Brooke when you're ready to listen. I'm Jerome's most valued associate. It's an honor to meet an honest-to-goodness legendary knight. The boss must be pretty amazing to have you at his service. But that's enough small talk, let's get to business. When you hear what we found, you're gonna flip. Letty, lay it on them. Excuse me? Right, so I asked around about the boss' paintings. A few hours later, I got word from a buddy of mine that he knows a location of a painting just like it. The painting's being stored in the basement of an antique store. But what's more, we found a way in. The intent for us to break into the store? Must we really stoop to criminal acts for the good of the kingdom? There's this one hinge. You've got to go check it out tonight. The painting's scheduled for sale tomorrow morning. And that's that. Well, we'll be off now. Best of luck, boss. Don't worry, your royal knightship. We keep digging into your past. Just sit tight. They're an eccentric bunch, but they're good people. I know some of this may not sit right with you, but everything we're doing is to save the kingdom. If there was another way, I'd take it. But we've got to keep all our options on the table. If I failed in my mission because I wasn't willing to do everything I had to, I'd never be able to forgive myself. I'll do whatever it takes to return to the kingdom to the way it used to be. But I understand if you don't feel the same way, so will you come with me? Decided to protect something. Decided to protect something at any cost. I don't know why, but it speaks to me. I go with you. I'm really happy to hear that. Boo. Boo, will you come with us too? That's great news. Let's head to that antique shop Rook and Letty told us about. We'll see just what's so special about this painting the Count's after. They say this ladder should lead into the basement. We'll climb down one at a time. Who and I will go in first. Ah, I can't see the thing down here. Who, could you transform into a lamp or something? Boo boo. Oh, actually you can transform into a lamp. That's convenient. Haha, good boy. This painting is covered in dust. Must have been in storage for a long time. The basement is filled with all manners of artwork, including several paintings. One particular canvas stands out, due to the unique design on the backside. Well, there's a gold marking on the back. But there's gold markings on the back. But is this really what the Count's looking for? You can't even call this a whole painting, it's all torn up. Indeed, the edges of the canvas are awkwardly torn, as though it was ripped by hand from a larger work. A torn painting, but why keep it if it's ruined? Maybe someone intended to reunite this with the rest of the original work, in order to see what was painted on it. Maybe someone intended to reunite this with the rest of the original work, in order to see what was painted on it. This must be why the Count's ad did not mention anything about what was on the front of the painting. He may not even know. That's enough investigation for today. That's enough investigation for today. It seems to learn more. We'll have to let the Count reassemble the paintings. In the meantime, I'll place this tracking device on the back of the canvas. This little device will tell us the painting's location, wherever it ends up. Alright, Adele, Boo, let's get a move on. Now that we've finished inspecting the painting, I'll put it back in its frame. Jeez, it's really... really... This... What? Boo! Hey, it's a sword, a very old sword. It looks like this fell down when Jerome tripped. It looks oddly familiar. An old iron sword? It reminds me of my practice sword. I didn't recall sparring with one. An old iron sword. It reminds me of my practice sword. I didn't recall sparring with someone in my youth. Again, faster. Never lower your guard. Aim for the vital points. The practice sword clatters to the floor. The child lay beside it, her eyes wet with tears. I reach my hand out to her. Here, get up. Young lady. The sword instructor called out. Tsk, tsk. Have you forgotten? You mustn't show empathy for your opponent. Focus on the blade. The child got up on her own. She glared at me, though, through the tie. Focus on the blade. The child got up on her own. She glared at me through the tears in her eyes. Don't be such a show-off. There was venom in her words. Speaking them seemed to hurt her even more than me. Adele. Adele? Adele? Wake up! So is that how she was trained? Trained to be a merciless killer? Adele, are you awake? What happened? Why are you clutching that old sword so tight? Boo! You told your drum of the memory evoked by the iron sword. I see, you don't look very well. Let's hurry back to the hideout. Here you can lean on me. Boo. Do this all like, sure I got you babe, you know. I'll carry you. A few days later at the Fountain Square. No luck browsing that antique shop or visiting the royal archives. At this rate, we're going to end up inspecting every antique and relic in the kingdom. Ever since coming into contact with the iron sword, I sense a similar energy lies somewhere close by. Another object that might rekindle my forgotten memories. I'm certain it's somewhere in this kingdom. Wait a second, there's one place we haven't checked yet. Really? Where? Count's residence. He has a very extravagant life. His home must be full of collectibles and artifacts. Although I can't say for sure that he'll be old enough. He has a very extravagant lifestyle. His home must be full of collectibles and artifacts. Although I can't say for sure they'll be old enough to be relevant. But at this point, there's only one place left I can think to look. Besides, we've been looking for a way to drive the count out. And there's no better place to find it. Oh wow, it's getting late. Let's get back to the hideout. The guys are probably waiting for us. Welcome back, boss. We finished looking into what you've asked about. You learned Recalling Greatness skill. You recognize your true past potential as you recover your lost memories. So we learned a lot during our investigation, but I'm not sure where to start. I know, boss. Why don't you decide? Well, Adele, which topic do you want to discuss first? Tracking device, location, rumors about the Count's residence, accessing the secret passage, unaffected questions. Let's start with the first one. Tracking device's location. So we pinged a tracker you've put on the painting, and seems to be located somewhere inside the Count's residence. So confirming what we already thought, that it was in the Count's residence. Alright, I know strange ads for paintings have vanished from the local papers. It seems the Count found all the pieces he was after. Well, there's one more reason to infiltrate the Count's residence. Good to know. Rumors about the Count's residence. Everyone knows the Count's residence used to be an outbuilding of the royal palace. They say the king used to store all his cherished artworks, sculptures, and other baubles. They say the king used to store all his cherished artworks, sculptures, and other... Okay, let's just start over again. Everyone knows the Count's residence used to be an outbuilding of the royal palace. They say the king used to store all his cherished artworks, sculptures, and other baubles there. This might just be a rumor, but apparently the king constructed a secret treasure vault somewhere inside the residence. Who knows what kind of valuables could be waiting inside? Accessing the secret passage. There's a not so secret passage located on the west side of town. There's a not so secret passage located on the west side of town square. It's supposed to lead to the residence, but nobody's ever been able to get it open. Okay, so we have a way to get in, but it's gonna be tricky because no one has ever opened it. Alright, I have an idea of how we're going to infiltrate this Count's residence. Give me a minute to think. Let's plan on entering through the secret passageway that Brooke mentioned. As tight as security is at the residence right now, I don't see us getting in any other way without raising an alarm. The passageway is said to be connected to a manhole near the square, but no one's ever managed to get it open. Are you sure about this? If no one ever made it through the secret passage, then all the more reason to try it. The Count and his scars will never expect it. Adele and I will infiltrate the residence. I have a special assignment for Brooke and Letty. The trio murmured excitingly amongst themselves for a time, before finally nodding in agreement. For his childish behavior, it seems there are things Jerome does take seriously. Leave it to us. Got it, boss. We better get going, before they move the painting somewhere else. Adele, Boo, are you ready to go? Great, let's head to the square. Look out, Boo, it's time to go. Boo? Boo. Boo's gonna be my new favorite character. I just know it. Look at the little guy. You try with all your might to lift the metal cover, but it doesn't budge an inch. It must open by some other mechanism. Oh wait, there's something inscribed here. Could it be some kind of pause phrase? The knights pledge to their liege their final breath. Only at the last gasp is their watch ended. Only thence are they carried beyond the waters of dusk. Sounds like a riddle. Night, water, dusk. Could it be talking about that fountain with the knight statue? It turns on every same time every day. But if that's the case, we've already missed it. A passage that only opens at a specific time? Unlikely. Below the inscriptions there's a raised illustration of a female knight from the fountain. It almost looks as though her spear could be rotated. Like the hands of a clock. What if I turn it toward dusk? Whoa, the hatch popped open. I don't know how you figured it out, Adele, but you're amazing. Boo! This secret path leads to the residence, huh? I'm intrigued. Let's climb down. I'll go first. Would such a filthy passage like this really lead to the Count's residence? Boo? It has to. Why else the riddles? Besides, this scanner says we're getting close to the tracking device. Oh look, another passage. The path upwards is covered with moss. The path upwards is covered with moss. It could be a slippery climb. I can't even see the top. Seems like a long way to fall. This place gives me the creeps. The way forward will be perilous. Stay here. I'll climb up first and let down a rope. Can I come with you? The terms of our contracts may be short, but as long as I'm your knight, it's my duty to protect you. Okay, Adele's really going for the knight thing. Seems like she's committed to it. Shouldn't be so hard. Climb the wall, let down the rope, and don't slip on the moss. Sounds good sounds good in theory, but in practice, Okay, this is not super hard. Just have to make sure we don't touch the moss. Like, I say that and immediately end up touching the moss. Oh, there we go. All the way to the left. There we are. You coil the rope from your pack and lower it down the passage. Moments later, the boy has climbed his way up to the top. Huh, wheeze. It was a long climb. But now where do we go? Oh, over there, another path. Pooh! What? This place is full of monsters. I think we can avoid them if we go this way. This corridor was clearly in use once upon a time, but it seems long forgotten now. Based on the strength of the tracking signal, I think we're right below the residence. These secret passageways must have been built for the royal family and their servants long ago. Their entrance to the residence must be somewhere around here, right? Their entrance. Good spelling, Nixon. But I don't see a way out of there. But I don't see a way out of here. Could it be? Is my scanner broken? Wait, those brambles over there seem to be covering doors. If I clear them out, I could cut them down with my blade, but Jerome might be injured by the flying debris. There must be a safer method. You tell Jerome about the hidden doors and suggest starting a fire to burn away the blockage. I'll go acquire a sort of ignition. I shouldn't be long. Wait here. I saw those torchlight monsters in underground passage 1. I'll come back after I've gathered a small ember. How can he be so bold in some situation and such a child in others? I'll never understand that boy. Join the flames at the brambles and they instantly catch fire. In seconds they are reduced to ash, revealing the three doors that stood behind them. Which one of these doors do you think leads to the residence? Oh, the middle is locked. It looks like there are not one but two keyholes. Let's try the other door. Let's try the other two doors first. But which one should we start with? I have a good feeling about the door to the left. Huh, there's a bunch of old chests in here. It'd be great if that key for that other door were in one. But maybe we'll find an artifact that will trigger one of your memories. Well, my intuition isn't always right. Ah, look out. Okay. Didn't realize we had to find these monsters. Flying... what is it? Bat cats? Cat bats? Phew, I think that's the last of them. Wait a second, there's something else at the bottom of the chest. It's a key. It must have been hiding under that pile of bats. Do you think it's ready? Do you think that it's really for the door? Then maybe the second key is in the room to the right. Let's check the room on the right then. Maybe we'll get lucky. Great, let's open the door on the right. Boo! Boo. More monsters? Aha! There are chests in here too. I feel like I'm developing a chest phobia. Ooh. Well, it's not moving. It's probably safe, right? My intuition tells me the second key is in one of these chests. The room is pretty big. Why don't we split up and search separately? I'll look over here. Open the old box and rifle through the contents. For the most part, it's full of articles of clothing and musty yellowed documents. An old glove catches your eye. Again worn by a knight of the royal family. Oh no, more memories. Adele, can't you overlook my transgression? I leave this place. You never see me again. Please just spare my life. You are tasked with his elimination. The man who was once a knight. He groveled on the ground, trembling in fear. For the crime of abusing your station as a knight. And dishonoring the king. Her blade stood against the traitor's throat. Ah, Veronica. I'm your friend, Veronica. Please, won't you spare my life? It's not up to me. It's a platoon leader's duty to meet our judgment. Gah. There was no hesitation. No emotion, no thought of mercy. In one swift fluid motion, it was over. King Gruul is done. Let us return. I removed my soiled gloves. Oh wow, you already killed him. It was pretty cold. You really didn't give it even a second thought? I fulfilled my duties as a knight. That's all there was. A duty. This is it, Adele. Ooh, I found the key. Adele? Adele. She's sounding off again. A memory. These gloves are just like the ones I was wearing then. I was on a mission to eliminate someone. But why? Surely I was just carrying out justice, as was my duty as a knight. So why do I feel so guilty about the idea of telling Jerome what I saw? Well, maybe she's now realizing that she was just following. Maybe she's now realizing how. Same thing with Ark. When you play through Ark's quest, he's also a member of the army of the High Flora, and then he realized that what the army was doing was actually pretty messed up, and so he left. So Adele's probably also some sort of high-ranking official, or like a knight or something. So she now realizes, learning more and more, that she was actually pretty messed up, or at least the things she did were pretty messed up. She was just carrying out, following every order blindly. Did you remember something? More important, are you okay? I'm fine. Did you find the key? Then let's hurry onward. Are you sure you're alright? Even if I weren't, I wouldn't allow it to affect our mission. Okay, let's go, Boo. Boo? If you're ready, unlock the door. Hopefully we don't have any monsters pop up this time. Drummond does the two locks in quick succession. With a little nudge, the door glides open. Do you think there might be other items in here that will help you jog your memory? Oh, it looks like we're getting close to the track signal. Look, there's another room up ahead. Could this lead to an exit? Gold coins and jewels. The way back has been sealed off. This can be good. Ooh. Is this hatch over there the only way out? But how do we get it open? The boy carelessly inspects the hatch and the items piled throughout the room before noticing an inscription on the crown. Those who seek the crown must learn to sacrifice a few for the many. Art thou worthy of the throne? Based on what I've read about the royal family and my inspection, that hatch is probably a revolting door, but it's designed to let a single person through and never open again. One person could leave here with all the treasure they could carry, but their companions would end up among those skeletons. Boo can just transform himself into an object and slip out of here with Jerome. Rational decisions would be for me to remain behind. Once they're out of their harm's way, I can safely release my full power and tear down the door. Once they're safely away, I'll find my own way out. I'd better tell Jerome to take Boo and leave. The crown is alright. If I'm ever going to be king, I have to learn to sacrifice for the greater good. Boo. I'm not going to just go along with the chore someone else has laid out before me. The king doesn't follow, they lead. If I'm to be worthy of the crown, then I've got to be a pioneer and walk my path. Let's blaze a new trail, one that sacrifices as little as possible. With a big grin, Jerome picks up a handful of jewels and throws them into a frame of the refolding door. There! Let's just stop the door from closing enough for all of us to escape together. Let's go. Perhaps I underestimated him. Could this young man be worthy heir of the throne? I can't believe you. That was an absurd plan. What if it hadn't worked? I truly fear hanging around you is draining my intellect. Then I'll just have to become more like you. Right, Boo? Boo? Based on the information I got from Letty and Brooke, Count's study should be to the right, but his servants will be on high alert because of all the noise we made getting in. Oh, I got it, Boo. How about that trick you showed me? You can do it, right? Boo! What's he gonna do? Oh, he's painting. The corridor should take us straight to the Count's study. With the house on alert, we need a distraction. Boo, I want you to sneak past the servants, and then make some noise on the other side of the house to draw them away. Alright, Boo, are you ready? If you see a servant approaching, transform yourself into something inconspicuous. We're counting on you. Sneak through the corridor without being seen by the Count's servant. Oh, we're playing as Boo, that's cool. With Boo's aid, we made it to the Count's study. There we took position behind the curtains and lay in wait. It would seem based on what's depicted in the restored paintings. It looks like the key is needed to awaken the ancient god. Ancient god, okay. What's that about? There's not much time left until the Arts Festival, but perhaps that's our golden opportunity. One of the officers will certainly be in attendance. In any case, keep searching for the key. We must locate it before the end of the festival. I can count on you, right? Of course, Mr. Cedric. But do you think this plan is wise? If I interpret the painting's meaning correctly, meddling with the power of the gods, well, would bring about a great calamity in Restonia. Kind of calamity which would destroy the entire kingdom. I'll only be handing the key over to them. Whether they choose to awaken him is none of my business. I'll do whatever it takes to secure my standing. Besides, what's my alternative? To live as peasants do? I could never survive such a cruel fate. Okay, so he's trying to resurrect a bunch of gods. That's going to work out fine, I suppose. So resembling the paintings was all just to locate the key. Cedrix, you monster. You would sell out your own kingdom? What is this ancient god, and why would they seek to awaken it if they would mean the kingdom's destruction? And just who do they intend to turn the keys over to? Boo boo. What's wrong, Boo? Boo! You can't transform back now, Boo. There's no room. Can't you hold it? That will be all, Simon. That will be all, Simon. The troublesome affair has given me a headache. I think I'll turn in for the night. Very good, sir. Then I'll see you in the morning. Intruders? You. Intruders! There are intruders in the study! We've been discovered. The guards will be upon us soon. Oh, I'll give Brooke the emergency signal. The boy turns to the broken window and whistles loudly. Moments later, flares launch. From atop the nearby building light up the sky with a bang. It seems Jerome's friends bought us the time we needed to escape. If we go out of the window, we should be able to jump to the opposite rooftop. Whoa, what are you? Hold on tight. Boo! You scoop Jerome up in your arms and leap out of the broken window. That's so romantic. I'm shipping it, guys. Just letting you know. Hey Adele, can you put me down now? You can't go around picking people up with no warning like that. Look at that. Oh, that's just too funny. It seems Boo's run off again. Okay, you can have me down now, Adele. The way forward will be perilous. The guards are no doubt looking for us. I will release you, but you must promise to stay behind me at all times. Intruders have leapt onto the manor ramparts. Go after them. We cannot let them escape. Right, so we're going to escape from the mansion next time. I hope to do a longer video. So we're going to escape from the mansion next time. It was a pretty fun stream today, and hopefully it will be. Let's start over. We're going to escape from the mansion next time. I'm sorry to have to cut this a little short. As I said, I started recording this a little later than I wanted to, and there was some technical issues at the start, so we wasted a lot of time. I hope to continue this series very soon. Let me know if you have anything to say about it. I want to play the entire quest. Hopefully you guys will stick with me. We're gonna do it all, and it will be a lot of fun. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and see you next time.